Good morning friends, Diana here from Garden Love. I want to make a video about two trees, but I'm going to do them individually because I want to talk about them. This tree, if you guys recognize it in between all these other hedge privacy wall trees here, I don't know what these are called, but they were put here for privacy, a privacy hedge. And I put my pink guava tree here. If you guys remember when I moved into this property, let me reverse the camera so you guys can see. You guys remember when I moved on into this property, I neglected it. I didn't have time to look after it and water it as much as this plant wanted it to be watered, since it was a pretty well established tree and there wasn't that big of a pot that it was in. It has even warped the actual pot because the roots are so big in there. It definitely needs to go into a home, but it won't be going into a home till next year, and that's because frost is coming and this tree does not like frost whatsoever. And I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it where it has some protection. If I put it in here in the dirt to help add to this privacy wall, it's definitely going to take over. This tree can get ginormous if it's put in the ground, and I'm not ready for that just yet here in this area. I'm still figuring out where to put it. However, I was pretty sad how sad this tree looked. They looked nothing but branches and tiny little leaves. I'm sure if you guys go back to my videos, you guys will see how sad this tree looked. So now what I decided to do is to put it more in the shade where it still gets sunlight, but it's more in the shade like I used to have it in my previous property. And these trees are giving it some protection from frost. Hopefully when the frost comes, it helps. And also there is some drip irrigation down there, and I added a drip to this pot so that way it gets consistent water. This tree loves water, and even if it's not a lot, as long as it's consistent, it will be extremely grateful. And when the time comes, it will give you lots of yummies pink guava. So next year I'm for sure gonna get guavas even in a container because it's getting consistent water. It has a good shady spot like it used to be in when it was giving me fruit. I'm gonna add some warm castings at the beginning. Actually, I already did, so I'm gonna add some more at the beginning of spring of next year. And as you can see here, I always add these string of bananas on my trees, and these help me gauge how much water the tree is getting and also how healthy the soil is, because if that drip is providing water for this whole container and these are doing well, then that means that the tree is getting plenty of water. If it was sucking up all the water right away or not getting enough water, those will not be doing good at all. But I wanted to give you guys an update. I haven't given you guys an update on a lot of trees, and this is my pink guava. It's a beautiful, delicious guava. It's pink inside, and it smells so tropical. I highly recommend this guava. It's hard to find in the stores, and that's what I try to shoot for. I try to go for fruit that you can't necessarily find them in the stores, and this is definitely one of them. I just noticed that there is some bug bites here. I'm very curious what's eating this because it's created a very pretty design on this leaves. That's interesting. There's a few here, so I wouldn't be surprised if I find a caterpillar in here. Hopefully it's a paramantis. Sometimes they do bite on some leaves, but for the most part they eat little bugs, and I've seen a few paramantis, and I'm hoping that they continue to grow and continue to I wouldn't say grow, but repopulate here in my garden, because they are such little helpers in the garden. Well, if you guys go back to my old video, you will see how sad this tree looked just about a month and a half ago. And now that I put it into a shady spot and gave it consistent watering with a drip system, it is doing amazing. I mean, holy moly, I hadn't even seen the back of this. Oh my god, and I see a flower. Wait, I gotta show you guys. You guys see that flower? This is really exciting. There's a lot going on, and honestly, these moments when I come out to the garden are the moments that lift my spirit and make me feel good, make me forget about everything else that's going on and just focus on the present and this very moment. And I do gotta say that this really did cheer me up to see that flower, which means that we might be getting fruit soon. However, I don't see any more flowers, which is really rare. Usually those flowers bloom in spring. So I'm curious, my timeline might be different. So I'm really excited, guys. Anyways, I just wanted to make this quick video and show you guys how it's possible to grow fruit trees in containers, how you have to pay attention to how they are reacting to your location and the water and the soil and the container. You got to pay attention to all of these things in order for you to successfully grow a fruit tree in a container. And if you go back to my videos, you know that I always use a process of elimination, considering the pot, the soil, the location, and the fruit tree. Anyways, friends, I hope that you guys have a blessed day. I hope that you guys enjoy this video and motivate you to go get a fruit tree, even if you don't have a large space to put it in, and put it in a container tucked in the corner. You go back to my old videos, you will see that I had so many trees tucked in into a little courtyard that was probably 7 by 8. It was a tiny little courtyard. Anyways, friends, you guys have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one.